I realize I'm
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of AWAGBT podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat.
yeah. What he said?
How we feeling, Trees? How we feeling?
I'm doing good. I had a long day, but I'm finally glad that I get to end it with you and Love Island Tea. How was your day today?
Today's been a chill day. I didn't have to work really. I did do some work, but I didn't have a whole lot to do. I got to hang out with a friend, catch up. And now it's time to talk Love Island because it's been a week since we've been here, and a lot has went down.
Ooh. It don't feel like that long ago and long ago at the same time, if that makes sense.
Because I was like, wait, we got to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. That was last week.
That felt like that happened like 8 years ago.
I know it.
But it also felt like it was yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get into it, right? So where we last left off, we know Jalen got the boot. And I specifically want to talk about him getting the boot because baby, talk about a come up.
Was 4
when
years
one door closes, the Lord open up a window, okay?
And then he gonna open up your pockets and put a little something in it.
Jalen, if y'all don't know, Jalen went on to TikTok and shouted out everybody that supported him or whatever. And y'all know one of his things that they really like hammered on the show was saying that his first time out of the country was for this show, right?
Yeah.
So you know what? Delta hopped in them comments.
Hilton was in there.
They said, you want to go somewhere else? He said, yes. Bet.
Yeah.
Hilton said, oh, you gonna need somewhere to stay though. We got you. He said, okay, bet. And it's just numerous people have hit him up. Somebody said, you need luggage? We be here, y'all. We be here. Baby, they got him together. I know Marriott hit him up, Hilton, Delta. I think I saw 2 different
brands I ain't never heard of.
Like luggage, everything. And you know what?
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes.
Let me tell you, something that brother been doing something right because when I tell you the blessings is raining down on him, so shout out to you, Jalen. I'm glad that he was able to get those things after the show. So hey, that's why you never know. You go on these shows, you might be on there for a minute. You never know, might come after it. So
absolutely,
that's great for him. Let's see, Meg. Okay.
Hey. Hey, knees like me.
A round of applause for Meg. Okay, Meg is a fellow Texan like me, a Houston hottie. Baby, when I tell you that girl walked into that villa and I said,
shut it down.
Baby, when I tell you that woman is stacked, but we already knew that. So anyways, Meg is coming out, or actually it's already out, is coming out with a swimsuit line. So support a hottie.
She put the girls in it, right? That's what the girls had on.
She did. So all of the swimsuits the girls had on that episode were from her line. They first found out what's her name? Sierra got the text and said Meg Thee Stallion coming to the island. Everybody turned up. It was even funny to me that the men turned up.
The fellas was more turned up than the girls at first.
Baby, they was turned, okay? And I was like, okay.
They was running around that villa like crazy.
And shout out to Meg because Meg went in there and you can tell that girl is really watching the show. She didn't just do no cute little promo. She broke it down to everybody. She said, Olandra this, Shelly this, Huda girl. She really broke it down and it was super cute. But you want to talk about what she had the fellas and the girls doing?
Well, she broke them out to They had 3 phases of a competition, y'all. So
this one was cute. They
like
have to kiss and swap mono. So I like this. I like this one.
This one was lighthearted. It was fun, and I think we'll talk about this even more at the end. But like
strep free, if we will.
This
episode, that's what I'm gonna start calling the challenges where they don't have to kiss. A strep free challenge.
I was just gonna say this episode was so fun and lighthearted after all the drama we had just ensued with Huda and Maya and all of that. Break. It was so good to see everyone in good spirits. And so Meg had them, one, she would pull a girl, pull a guy, and they had to twerk off. They had to do a twerk off. That was step one. Step one was a twerk off, and then whoever she thought did good will win the point. And at the end of the round, whether it was the guys or the girls who had the most points, that's who would, move, have the upper hand. And then the next phase was a limbo competition. And then the third part was they had to build the puzzle. And then the group, girl or guy who built a bombshell the quickest, that's who would come into the villa.
Yep.
But the twerk, it was fun. It was so funny.
It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. So of course, when it came down to it, the girls ended up, the girls ended up winning. And that's when TJ, what's that man name? TJ popped into the scene. Boring. And then, baby, another glass of tea walked in. Okay. How you say that girl name? Ariana. Wait, Ariana is the host. Adrena. Baby, fine. Stacked. Body, face, tea, all of it. Okay. She walked in there. Everybody said, "Whoop." I know some of the ladies would say, "Whoop."
That's a bombshell.
Now, listen.
Even the girl's mouse was on the ground.
That is the definition of a bombshell. Okay.
Yeah.
If I will, she has been the bombiest of all shells this entire season. She gets the top tier trophy medal for the best bombshell this season by far. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna dial it back because I skipped a lot, but I wanted to get to the challenge because it was more interesting. So after the episode, right before Meg got there or whatever, we know Jeremiah went home or whatever, and Huda was all feeling some type of way or whatever. Huda was upset about. Wait, did Jeremiah go home?
No, Jeremiah didn't go home yet.
Oh, I skipped ahead. Well, anyways, this is Huda talking. Yeah. Jalen, yeah, this is Huda having a conversation with Taylor and saying, like, it's not fair that Jeremiah gets to go on dates, Jeremiah gets coupled up, Jeremiah gets this, Jeremiah get pancakes, Jeremiah get eggs, Jeremiah get bacon, and I don't get nothing. Pretty much. And she said, and I'm sitting here single. And I was like, ma'am, you're single because no one picked you.
I mean,
you put yourself in a situation, I'm gonna be very real, where she made herself unpickable. Because now you Tracy in the names, hey girl. Because look, when you get into this show, right? She did couple off with Jeremiah very, very early, like day one. She was locked in. Okay, cool, whatever. But now you guys had y'all's little tiff, and now you want to break apart instead of just breaking apart you know what I'm trying to say, amicably. Yeah. You went around the island hollering and yelling, calling him out names, and it just wasn't like one ran to blow up. Okay, cool, have your crash out.
Yeah.
But it's one thing when the crash out becomes a train wreck. You know what I'm saying? You know how it take a lot of time for a train to stop when it gets into a crash and it just drag along? That's what it was. Huda was doing a train wreck.
I think the problem is...
Oh, go ahead.
I just think that, of course, she was jealous because she we didn't went through all this. He didn't treat me like this, and he's getting all the blessings. Like, it just seemed like his tight walk through the door. Now he's getting all this.
They did that on purpose. They 1000% did that on purpose.
So I can feel how she felt like on the wayside of it all. But I like that Taylor and Olandria were just trying to keep her center. Like, it's okay. Like, your time will come. Hopefully, some bombshell's gonna come through here. And you'll be fine. You'll find someone else. Like, don't be caught up on him. In other words, enjoy the time that you have here. Just enjoy it.
Exactly. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's it.
She was just, once again, she was just doing the most for me. Like, finally, they, Jeremiah and Iris are having a conversation. They, for the most part, was like, yeah, this is a friendship. They didn't say that per se. I don't think
They did. It was like, I just feel like we're like best friends.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So they were just kind of having that conversation. And then when Huda busted in, she said, hey, can we talk? I sub Iris, fam. If you do not stand up, excuse me, I'm talking with my other couple. Mm-hmm. When we're done, you're more than welcome to pull him. But right now we're having a conversation. Thank you.
Know,
I would have dismissed her.
I wonder if it's in the rules that if somebody come to pull you for a chat, you gotta go, because I've never seen anybody say no.
They ain't in the rules. No, I've seen it. Serena said no.
Oh, okay.
Last season when she was mad at Cordell.
She, because I just feel like it's her. She ain't going nowhere. But I just feel like
you listen. Probably.
But outside of that, well, I've never seen the show. So if y'all are watching and y'all know, put it in the comments, please. I'm not sure. I don't think it's in the rules, but I've just never seen anybody say, if they come up to a couple like, hey, can I pull you for chat? And they're like, no.
Well, Jeremiah did try to talk to Huda after they had gotten to one of their blow-ups, where she was like, no, I want to talk to you. So I don't think they have to per se. But then again, she's probably one of those ones that's not gonna follow rules either. So bad example. Let's see. Huda does have a conversation with Jeremiah. Another conversation that's irrelevant. She said that she was upset and she's hurt. She does apologize, and she said, you know, I'm sorry I hurt you, but we're both toxic. And the look Jeremiah gave, Jeremiah said,
this how you want to start your apology?
Like both, like that was a terrible apology. You can't be like, I'm sorry, but by the way, let me list the things that you should be sorry for. Like,
wait, why Taylor come up there like, girl, didn't I tell you to leave him alone and not be by him? Time's up. Get out of here right now.
Exactly. So the only other thing I think that was interesting to happen this episode, I thought it was funny. Sierra straight up told Huda, like, girl, I almost sent you home, fam. Like, you doing too much, and like you need to chill it. And she did tell her, like, hey, you need to cool it with all that name calling or whatever, which she didn't. So
and she said something to her that was really important. I forgot, I was supposed to write it down. I did not write it down, but she basically told her something along the lines of like, you never beg for somebody's respect, because then they won't respect you. You're something like that.
Yes.
Don't beg for respect.
She was saying, I wrote that down, that they had a good pep talk, and Huda, she told Huda that the crash out was way too much and that she should get back to being the Huda she was before she came here. But what if Huda that she was before she got there was the same Huda? That we might have just stuck with like, hey Huda, chill out. Right. Yeah. But otherwise, it was a great talk from Sierra, and I thought that was a cute little moment.
It was lovely to see, because you know, online everybody's like, the girls aren't holding her accountable. This is fake sisterhood. It's fake friendship. And the Love Island producers, they really be listening, like, because they literally show exactly what everybody was talking about online. It was like, oh, y'all think they hold them accountable? Bet. That's what the first 20 minutes was, everybody, Olandria and Taylor holding her accountable, when they was like, nah, girl, you tripping. Like when she tried to put guys heat, they was like, nope, it was you.
It was.
And then Sierra holding her accountable. So I liked that they showed us the receipts.
Yeah. They sure did put them receipts up there, didn't they? They a little messy. But finishing up this episode, the only other thing I think that was somewhat interesting, Sierra and Nick did consummate their little coupling. Even though Nick said it was 5 minutes. I don't know if it counts. If it's past 5 minutes.
25 seconds.
I don't know. 25 seconds? That don't count. That don't count. Since you don't have a body on you. You don't. It don't count. It don't count. But anyways, I you know what, 25 whole seconds. Boy, he probably had 2 pumps and was done. Shout out to you, Nick. But anyways, they had a conversation like afterwards or whatever, Ace and Nick, and she was talking about, like, you know, like they had hooked up or whatever. And then Ace doing what Ace do. Well, you know that she's gonna want more now, you know. That puts you into a whole new ball game. You know, she's gonna be looking at you, which is somewhat true. But it seems as though, like, Sierra and Nick had a conversation when he basically was just like, yeah, we cool, I like you, but I'm still be open. You know what I'm saying? And which is okay in the sense of the show. But you can tell, like, common sense. Come on, I don't know if it's just because I'm a woman. Like, she was looking for a little bit more reassurance. Like, I think she's, for the most part, like, of course, she wanted to hear, "Hey, let's close this thing off." But I think it would have been okay to at least say, whatever happens coming in the future on your side or my side, I feel like we should be open to. But I just need you to know, like, where I am in this couple with you. Like, I really appreciate it. I think literally just simple wording. There we go. Reassuring would have worked a little bit better in his favor. So, of course, Sierra was a little kind of standoffish, and she went to bed.
And she should. No, I get it. No, I'm on Sierra's side.
I was well on that one.
Because you don't get to have this special part of me. And then in the very next breath, tell me that, oh, by the way, I'm going to explore this other connection because I like this other person. Like, I like you, but I'm going to explore something, and I'm going to keep exploring pretty much after we just shared this. And so the way he worded it was bad. He could have reworded it. He could have reworded it because I was like, ooh, that ain't how you say that at all. Because the way it came out was like, yeah, we slept together, but that don't mean nothing. There's other girls.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. And what made it worse too, on top of that, was that darn challenge, that little beaver challenge.
Yep.
That made it worse too.
Of a special part. So it was really like he ain't love none of us. She could erase that. I was like, listen, it wouldn't even been in my book. Don't know him. Wouldn't know that man if you walk down the street.
But see, and then the impact, though, I think we need to look at the impact, because after that conversation, yeah, she gave him the cold shoulder. Yup, don't touch me. Don't look at me. No, you ain't getting no good night. No, you can't kiss me. No, none of that. But it was sad. It was heartbreaking a little bit because she was in the confession, was like, wait, am I playing this wrong? Like, did I just put all my eggs in this basket for nothing now? Like, did I do the wrong thing? Like, did I read all of this wrong?
Right.
And so she started questioning her. This man had her questioning her sanity.
And I don't think she read it wrong at all. Based off the edit, like, who knows, what happens on the island. But from what we see, when Nick is with Sierra, he's team Sierra. It's the like, oh, Sierra went to the bathroom. Ooh, what's she doing over there? Ooh, what's she doing?
I said,
you know what I'm saying?
Nick is the epitome.
Nick thirsty.
I'm like my cousin, we be talking about it, like, he is so lustful. This man, any piece of booty that come in there, he want to grab on it and squeeze on it. Literally,
he be grabbing them booties, don't he? He do.
He does, for real. And I'm just like, this man, Nick. I mean, I get it. He trying to live through the experience, but it's just like, you are not doing all that you should, in my opinion, on the side of reassuring Sierra, because she be talking about, oh, but Sierra, but you not always showing it. In my opinion.
Nope. So here we are, tired of oath. So next episode, they do the milk challenge, which is absolutely disgusting. I don't know. Like, y'all can do more like cute little like sexual, like a risque challenges without being nasty. Like that, you literally just did a comp where everybody is spitting each other's mouth.
Not only are they spitting in each other's mouth, like, I guess people like that. Some of y'all like that type of stuff out there, and that's no shame, no kink shaming over here, right? Spitting, y'all want to spit in mouths, whatever.
Get your Haley Steinfeld on.
The part that got me was the couples would have to spit in each other's mouth, milk through the cow, milk the mouth, spit in each other. It's not fine, but it's fine, I guess. It's when they spit it in the bucket
and then throw it on somebody.
There you go. That's the part right there.
Who thought of this? Whoever that is in the writer's room, cut them to the principal's office today. Don't let them write nothing else. We don't need no more ideas from you. You sit in the back. You know what? Matter of fact, you go get the coffee order. That's what you're gonna be good for, because that was just disgusting. I'm sorry.
That was terrible.
But overall, yeah, it was gross. The only like interesting part of that challenge is Huda got picked numerous times. So of course, the questions were messy, and Huda got that milk pouring on her a couple times. So, she was feeling some type of challenge.
More than a couple times.
Yeah, I don't even know how many times to count, honestly. But she was feeling some type of way, and she was sad, and blah 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 blah. You know, that's how it goes. Let me see. Oh, we already talked about that. Jeremiah and Iris had a conversation or whatever, because you know they've already kind of established that they're like friends or whatever. They had a conversation and it kind of worked out because Iris said that, you know, she was kind of feeling TJ a little bit, and Jeremiah was kind of feeling Adrian. How you say this girl name? Adrena. I keep want to call her Ariana because that's the host, and I know that's wrong. I keep coming to my mouth. That anyways, that he was feeling her or whatever, right? And I'm not gonna lie. Fast forward to the end of the episode, Jeremiah and her kissing. I said, "Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I felt a little tingle watching." I said,
they literally had a good connection. The sparks were flying.
That was the most chemistry-ist kiss I've seen this season. I said,
yeah, when they kissed. Yep.
I said,
but let's talk about how Nick also wanted Adrena, because he kept speaking, trying to do the accent with her, speak the accent and all that stuff with her in there. And it's like, you putting Sierra on pause because you want to try to see if you can get Adrena.
And he'd be doing that because I think he'd be like, "Oh, Sierra be there waiting for me just in case." Like, I do think he has that confidence. Like, I'm gonna just do what I want to do and play the game, and then I'll pop back, you know, whenever if you know said connection don't work.
You know, like she know where home is type deals, kind of like what the vibes he be giving. Little do he know.
Listen, right? Little do he know. And I did right. I do feel like Nick does really like Sierra. Like, I think he does. But that also comes to the fact of, I don't know, he's like 25, 26 or something. He's young.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? He's still exploring. He's in Fiji. He on vacation. And basically, women are just brought there to sit on his lap. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be like, have a seat. Have a seat. You know what I'm saying? So I think his age definitely
is showing.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to pull up this picture. I told you that meme that he reminds me of. I'm gonna try to. This is Nick. This is the epitome of Nick, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. I'm pulling it up. If this don't describe him, I don't know what does. This is Nick. Every time a new girl walking there.
You stupid. Like, ooh. And look at Sierra back there like, Nah, that's
no, for real. This is
100% accurate. That's funny. Okay, so what happened is then the whole Austin and Shelly have a conversation that about Amaya and how Amaya was just kind of doing too much for him. She said, I feel like Amaya fell in love with me in 2 days. And I guess she was just overbearing. And I hate this because there were situations where Amaya was asking Austin, like, hey, is it okay if I call you babies? And that's 1,000% because Ace put that insecurity and put that on her. And I feel like she second guessed everything she does now. She even did it with the new bombshells too. That last came into the thing, and I was just like, "Oh, Maya, baby, just like chill, just be yourself. If they don't like you, then bye.
But
if they don't like you."
With Austin though, it's like you picked this girl. He should have been gone. Should have been gone. My thing is with Austin, like he was like, "Oh, she's doing too much. She acting like we married with 2 kids on the way and all the stuff like that. She's just over
when all she doing is acting like she like him."
Like, don't nobody else like you. You should be happy.
Don't nobody at the house. Listen, you should be at the house.
And the thing is, when you brought that conversation that she asked him that, he lied to her twice. She was like, and the reason why we know he lies because he was having a conversation with the boys, and he was like, yeah, that makes me uncomfortable when she do this, it's this, and this, and that. And when she comes and asks him the same thing, and he was like, oh, no, nothing makes me uncomfortable. No, you good. No, we're good. But thankfully, it was the next episode, but she had that conversation with Alandria, and Alandria was like, girl, you're not crazy. Don't, because she was like, I feel like these boys are making me crazy around here. And she was like, no, girl, like, be yourself. If they can't accept you for who you are, don't even stress yourself out about it. And I love that she gave her that reassurance because these people like that will have you feeling like you the one losing your marbles.
Listen, if they don't want you, they don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing. Yeah. So I want better for my good sis, but hopefully
we'll see.
She get that better. Okay, so what's next? Oh, Olandria makes a cute little fruit spread for Taylor, which was cute. Once again, Olandria is showing that she liked Taylor. Taylor said he don't like pineapples. Weirdo. Everybody like pineapples, unless you're allergic. Then I ain't gonna clown you.
Confession: I did convince myself that I hated pineapples for like a year,
and then you ate them, and you was like, "Oh,
I did." I was like, "Who told me that? Who lied to me?"
see, he like pineapples.
And then he's talking his is apricot. Who eats an apricot?
I don't think I've ever had an apricot in my life. I honestly don't think
I've only seen the crayon color. I've actually never seen that.
You know what? If you put an apricot in front of me right now, I'm gonna be like, like it's orange, peach. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, whatever. Taylor, I need you to do more. Pretty much is what it is. It seems like it kind of seems to me as though whenever he's sitting down and having conversations with Olandria, it's kind of like she's yanking to get his personality to come out. And I'm just like, fam, like it feels like it's kind of pulling teeth a little bit. Not as extreme, but to be extreme about it. Because it kind of feels like he's like, all right, cool. Yeah. Basically, buddy is what it's doing. It's giving Jeremiah and Iris, honestly.
Platonic. To me. It's giving platonic.
On Taylor's end, I'll say.
Because I just don't understand. Maybe we're not seeing nothing because as you seen in the last episode that we just saw, like she loved this man down. Like she is head over heels for Taylor.
She liked him a lot more than
What is he doing for her?
I mean, cute. He tall. He got a horse.
But that's not enough. It can't be enough. We are missing out. They have to. As experts in this reality TV field, we know that the edit intentionally leaves stuff out because there is no way that we should not be seeing why she feels this way. Because when we looking at it, we like there's no possible way that they feel this connection this strongly. But she do. And she said reciprocate. That's the key word that got a lot of people in their, pennies in a bunch. Because they was like, reciprocate. What is he doing to deserve reciprocation? So he doing something, man. And I surely hope she ain't talking about that dang breakfast because everybody bring breakfast.
Everybody. They ain't nothing of the norm. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. My favorite part of the episode. TJ and Huda have a conversation, right? So first of all, she's chatting with him, and she's trying to flirt. Let me not say trying. She's flirting. And I'm just like, fam, can you read the room?
Terrible.
It was so awkward. Like I felt like I was just like, it just kept going. Like I wonder what the like unedited footage looked like. Because I'm like, fam, he's not feeling you, fam. He's not. And she was just like, "You gonna pull me tomorrow? Are you sure?
Am I your type?" Oh, stop it! You think I'm cute? Well, I'm the only, Huda. Let's not embarrass you. This is not what we meant by move on and put yourself back out.
I mean, she tried, but you got to kind of read the room, and he was not feeling her or whatever. And then like when he did eventually pull her for the next day, he was saying like, "Hey,
let me tell you now. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Go ahead."
No, that's what he was saying. I'm gonna stop you right there.
I'm like, you see how I read the room?
You did. Take notes, Huda. Take notes.
Well, yeah, he was just like, "Listen, let me go ahead and just pop it off early before you get to, you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
He was just like, like you're cool, but he's just not feeling that connection. I think he let her down in a nice, respectful way.
But she still didn't get it.
Because she said,
"Can I ask why?"
He was just like, "Dang, I'm used to like men like obsessing over me. Like that's weird." And I was just like, Huda, fam. Yeah. It just you embarrassing yourself, fam. Just respectfully be like, oh, okay, cool, just putting my shot out there and keep it pushing because man, that's like train wreck. And TJ, Huda is out of your league, fam. I'm gonna just put that out there too. Boop. But anyways,
very much so.
He probably definitely saw her how she was acting up. Definitely saw how she was acting. Was just like, we're gonna skip past that. Which I think is kind of an unfair advantage that when they bring the bombshells in, they have seen, up to a certain point of the show or whatever. Yeah. But whatever.
I agree. That's honestly not good.
Yeah.
Because then they come in with preconceived notions and biases.
Jeremiah and I gotta give this girl a nickname.
Who? Adrena?
Adrena. Jeremiah and Drina. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna give you a nickname, girl, because I keep wanting to call her Ariana. Jeremiah and Drina, they have a little conversation and then they get to talking and it's cute and it's all this. It was cute. They definitely have chemistry. He said that he expressed that they have chemistry.
Man ain't been smiling I ain't seen him smile like this in a minute. Okay.
And let me tell you, go ahead.
It was just so crazy to see the difference, just how he just changed that quick with somebody that is his type, because he let it be known foreign. He let us know exotic Latina. He let us know, but having
anything but a black woman, but whatever.
But it was nice to see,
which is cool. Listen, let me put this out there. It's 100% okay to date outside your race, as long as you're not putting down your race. That's when it becomes a problem. Like if you putting down other black women and you half black, fam.
Yeah.
But he didn't, so I'm gonna let him get his type off. So go ahead, Jeremiah. I ain't mad at you.
Because I was just like, I thought it was clear to me. I'm pretty sure it was clear to a lot of people. I was just like, it's not, him and Iris were never really a match in the first place. Because I'm like, he just went with Iris because he was with Huda. And anytime you spend 2 weeks under a rain cloud, of course the sun gonna feel good and extra warm and comfortable. And that's all Iris was. She was just the sun after a storm and a placeholder until the real thing walked on to the island.
Right.
And so I was happy for him. I was really excited to see this blossom.
I was excited to see their little connection too. And I'm mad that they robbed us. And I was just like, oh, Huda, baby. I want Huda to like go lay down, go take a nap. When they was kissing and she started clapping, like,
please, elementary.
I was like, all right, fam. Like, all right. I'm sure she's just trying to show she's not bothered, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
A little bit.
Let me see. Oh, and basically fast forward to the end of the episode, Nick gets the text that America is voting for their favorite boy or girl. And then it comes, I
was gonna say, I don't know if y'all caught this. I should have put clips, but how about them foreshadowing Jeremiah was going home multiple times? Like when they got dressed up and they went down to the table, he was like, oh my gosh, this experience has been so great with you all. I can't believe it that we're here. It would be sad to not be able. And then when they sat on the couches, Adrena, after they got the text message, like you mentioned, she went over to TJ. Well, she whispered to TJ, I really hope our connections stay in the game. And I was like, oh,
well,
not they foreshadowing.
Listen about that. Okay. So let me see. They say whoever, America voted, whoever gets the fewest votes.
No particular order. No, give us a particular order.
I hate you know what? That. I hate that too, because some people need to be humbled. I really do. I hate that when they say in no particular order. No, put the order out there. You can go either 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. It don't really matter to me.
But you
can start in the middle for all I care. Starting at number 4. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Just humble some of these people sometimes. Yeah, Ace won HOH and POV once again.
No, he pulled off a back door at that.
Listen. Ace did win HOH, but Jag won POV. That nigga win everything. Anyways,
Nick won the POV.
So they rang out who the bottom 3 was, and it ended up being Austin, Pepe, and Jeremiah. And they messy once again, Love Island, because we know Hannah get dumped. Whatever. Sorry, girl. Sorry to that woman. But what was crazy to me is that they sent the text to Huda that Jeremiah was the one to be eliminated, and I said, "Y'all messy for that." She said, "Jeremiah." Child, I was just like, "Oh my god!" But I will say, I was very surprised. Oh, they had to vote.
Yeah,
right? Didn't they vote? Yeah. So after the bottom three, and the boys, of course, decided to send Jeremiah home, and the girls decided to send Hannah home. Jeremiah, not surprised at all. Hannah, that was a little surprising to me.
Iris should have been gone.
It really should have. And you want to know what's funny to me? How like I'm just thinking about over the connection. When they do their cute little shots, they're always holding hand. Iris is always trailing behind. Like literally watch next week or tomorrow if we get episode, and I just want to see if it's still like, like I don't think they like don't mess with her, but it's just kind of like it's just their connection, like they've been there from the beginning, so their bond is a little bit closer or whatever. And she does seem a little bit on the shy side too, but I was just like, yeah, girl, Hannah, what was the reason for that? Y'all don't really even mess with Iris like that.
Y'all been right
2 days ago.
And I'm like, Hannah has been y'all girl, like been there.
Because listen, go ahead, Eric.
I was just like, because like for me, when I came in, I started watching it, I'm like, it was clear like these were the OG. I know Hannah was a bombshell too, but like, or she at least wasn't one of the originals, but she felt OG. She was there long enough to be considered an OG at that point, because that's how long she had been there. And I just knew there was no way that they were keeping Iris, because like you said, the girl just got here.
Yeah.
And then the boys,
go ahead.
They sending Jeremiah home, and I'm just like, y'all should have just did Pepsi a favor and sent him home.
Not Pepsi,
or at least beans and toast. He should have been gone.
Once again, and I have to take off my Love Island hat and put on my strategic hat. If I'm trying to win $100,000, Jeremiah, you going? You have a better chance of making a connection. I saw that kiss with Drina and Baby. I thought I was in it. You know what I'm saying? I was in it with y'all, and y'all have the potential to really like each other.
Win
so you know what I'm gonna do? Getting rid of my competition too. So I'm gonna be real. Y'all put that out there that they can win $100,000. I'm gonna do everything I can to get that check and that paper. Okay,
but so Love Island lens is kind of like,
Love Island is just messy.
No, because they were we doing this for the bigger picture. The bigger picture. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
The bigger picture is not your business, honestly.
And that's what he was doing. But we just feel like he repeated. That's on him if he want to repeat some foolish. That's on him.
Again, that's what you're supposed to do on the show. You're supposed to find someone you like, and if you like them, you stay together, you close off your relationship, and then you go on these dates to figure out if you really like each other and to see if you could have a relationship outside the house. And if you do, then you go on America Votes and you could possibly win $100,000. That's how the game is played. Okay. So I don't know, child. It was missing. I will say they did Jeremiah dirty.
The conspiracy was this. Huda convinced the girls to vote out Hannah so she could get close to Pepe. And
Pepe don't even like you.
And Ace, because you remember she pulled Pepsi for a chat. Remember? And that was the whole thing, and how she didn't.
And that was awkward too. He wasn't really giving her, he wasn't giving her crumbs. She don't know how to read the room.
And so, and then Nick, we just talked about how he told Sierra that he wanted to explore Adrena. And that's why he wasn't closing himself off, and he's gonna keep opening. And so they was like, well, Ace made sure to backdoor Jeremiah and get Jeremiah up out of there so Nick can explore with Adrena. That was the conspiracy that's being thrown out there for sure. So,
I believe it. Hannah, of course, once again, act like she was going off to war, which could be true. Who knows? Once again, she got eliminated. She was sad. She was trying to have a hot girl summer. I'm mad because Hannah would have gave us some tea during Casa More. Ain't gonna lie, she would have gave us some content. So I'm kind of saying y'all could have kept up for one more episode.
But my thing is too, though, like she was like, I really don't want to talk to y'all. Like y'all just voted me off. I'm with her. Don't talk to me. Honestly, don't be nice to me.
Very real.
I'm sorry. Y'all eyes are dry.
Yep.
But also, Pepe wasn't really crying over her either. He was stoic.
Because jumping to the next episode, might as well. I mean, the bombshell was basically copy and paste.
It was. I promise you. I was like, is that Hannah?
I'm gonna be real. I don't even know what the other bombshell girl name is. I was just like, oh, Hannah back.
Grayson.
Great. Who? Don't know her. She was walking down the street. I wouldn't know who that was.
Wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But,
let me see. So bam, finally, we at the T. Right? Yesterday's episode. Was it yesterday? Whenever it was. These days match together.
the last 2 episodes.
Ariana pops up on mute. Everybody on mute. Okay. And she got her little cue cards. She got the boys with their headphones and they little, what's them things called? Eye mask. I thought that was cute. And she told the girls, get your suitcases and get out. Casa Moore is about to pop off. They got excited. Baby, Huda, I ain't never seen Huda jump that high off that ground. That girl said, get me to the guys.
And you remember,
and I'm going to use guys in place of the word I really want to use. But I said, go ahead, sis. Find your man.
Get you to the...
Get you to the... You know what I'm saying? So I said, I ain't mad at it. But baby, they was excited.
I'm cracking up because you know people used to say that she ain't never seen this show. If she ain't never seen this show, why she so happy? Because how she know what's going on with the Casa?
How you know what Casa Moore is? Who told you? But she was turned up. So we first see that the girls come out, the Casa Moore girls, and most of them are cute. Most of them. They came out kissing, you know, the guys, and at first it was kind of cute because they thought that it was the OG girls. And so they're like, this different. Somebody was like, is this here? And I thought that was funny.
Cat claw. They said, who got a cat claw? I ain't know that. I know what ain't got no cat claw.
So the kisses was cute. TJ was giving them some sad numbers. I said, TJ,
and the way he was saying it, that was way better. Last kid, 2.5, you know, 4 point. He was trashing them.
Honey, baby, do you think you was getting them 2 rating kisses because they gave you a 2 kiss? Like Coco did. Next.
What's the name?
Boy, I hollered. She said, oh, I'm only going to kiss who I want. I ain't mad at it.
I ain't either.
It was cute, though.
It was a nice little challenge.
It was. So, I wouldn't do it, though. I ain't putting my tongue down. But anyways, I would do exactly what Coco did.
Dealing with these mid men.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They kind of like they midding the men this year for sure. They are. The women are definitely outselling the bombshell / Casa Moore this year. But so basically, Ariana tells them that they have to couple up now, and now the new couples on the guy side. You know what? I don't even think I wrote the girls down, but Coco and Taylor. Mm-hmm. And then it's Jaden and Austin, Vanna and Ace, Clark and Nick, Grayson and Pepe. Mm-hmm. And then I put in JT Lonely.
not to just switch your name around, JT.
What's his name?
Is TJ.
Oh, TJ is lonely. See, I forgot about that man.
And the funny thing is the girls had to choose who they wanted to be coupled up with. And they had to go stand on their heart. And I don't know what it is. And I'm with Twitter. They was like, what are we not seeing? How did Taylor get 2 bad on his heart? Like both of the beautiful black women came to him. I'm gonna
be real. I don't know why everybody keep playing Taylor. Taylor is not ugly. I do think that Taylor is attractive. He's just goofy, I guess. And it's just not coming off well on the TV screen. And you do gotta realize like they've been in the villa for like a good minute. He ain't been able to get him a good little lineup. He ain't been, be fresh. He getting comfortable, so he look a little lazy. He chilling just like everybody else is. They have a couple days, but I don't think he ugly at all. He pulling baddies. So they called him the who?
The cinnamon stick man. The apple. The apple
Not
jack.
Cinnamon stick man. I don't think he's ugly. Actually, I don't. But yeah, so they have to basically, they stand on a little hard and they get to kiss who they think is, they got different questions like kiss the 2 people you like, kiss the people who you think looks the best, who kissed the player, who you think is a player, blah blah blah. They all got all different types of questions.
Yeah.
And so then it basically comes down to the couples ended up pairing off. And it was Sierra and Elon, Shelly and Chris, Olandria and Zach with a K, Iris and Zach, Huda and JD, and Drina and Brian, and Amaya is left single once again.
Well, let's also remind the people too that Zach with the K, that's the one with the veneers. He actually was with he had
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. He chose Shelly, right?
Shelly.
Yeah.
Yes. And Shelly had to choose between him and Chris. She chose Chris, and then he had to repick, which meant he chose Olandria.
Yes, he had to pick between Amaya and Olandria, and he chose her. Which, listen, two bad choices. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a baddie over her and you got a baddie over her. Because Amaya is gorgeous and Olandria is gorgeous. So honestly, either decision.
He wasn't gonna lose. The men, they couldn't lose with these women except for Iris, in my opinion.
They could.
You were gonna win either way. Because they're all beautiful. I mean, you got Olandria, Sierra, Shelly, Adrina. Like, these are baddie.
They all bad. Wait, can we talk about Vanna real quick? That's not right, Vanna?
Vanna. Yeah. Stop.
And then another part of the episode that was messy when A said she thought she was Vanna was playing footsie with him, and she said, "You said, girl, I'm playing no footsie with you." And everybody know that tone.
The
like,
tone.
He wanted to say something else. But he was like, "Bring my Shelly back." I said, "Oh,
yeah.
Now she your Shelly."
Now she your Shelly.
Okay. But anyways, throughout this episode, or was this the next episode? I can't remember. Taylor had a conversation with Coco and Clark. Okay. Can we get into that, right? Because this episode that was yesterday. I'm gonna be real. I fast forward through a lot of it. A lot of it was very boring. I was like, all right, this is probably one of the driest episodes to me. Like when Iris was chit-chatting, I said, speed that up. 10 seconds. Yeah. 10 seconds. 10
it was pretty much. So the thing that we didn't mention also that Ariana mentioned was that for the people that were left single, they would be vulnerable. So TJ and Amaya, they had 24 hours to make a connection with somebody else. Otherwise, they was gonna be in trouble come tomorrow. So they had to make something shake and pretty much boot somebody out their couple so they can get put in there and leave the other person vulnerable.
All right.
And so that's what the last episode was. TJ trying to spin the magic on Vanna and Amaya.
Baby.
Go between Zach and
TJ trying to stay on that show, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, I wanted him gone so bad. He's boring.
TJ seems like he is forcing it.
Yes, he gives us nothing.
He do. Let me see. I did see a couple people saying, I'm on Love Island TikTok at this point. I got so many on my For You page, and I saw a lot of people agreeing with this one take that they think that Ace took Coco from Taylor.
No,
and I'm gonna be very real. I was just like, are we watching the same show? Because to me, Taylor having a conversation with Coco, it seemed dry to me. To be very real, it seemed like the same. Like Ace and them had a conversation. They were like, he said it felt like it felt like Coco and Olandria are the same people, just in different bodies. He said, "Oh, which one you like better?" Did. You know what I'm saying? And I think
crazy to say anyway, but
it was his chemistry with Clark.
It was
great chemistry. Literally, the way he was interacting with Clark is how I wanted him to act with Olandria. Because I'm like, so you just proved the point. Like, I think he likes Olandria, but doesn't like her in a let's date and be together kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And I think Taylor is just such a sweet guy. He doesn't want to say, "Hey, Olandria, like let's just be friends." And explore other options, because Olandra is really good at expressing her feelings, and she's very good at communicating. She's very mature, so she's just like, hey fam, I like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's just point blank and period, which I love when people are so like, to the point or whatever.
And I was telling my cousins this, and I kind of tweeted this on the show, and it's gonna lead up to what we see later on. My thing is with Alandria, this woman she's so beautiful, like perfect. But I feel like she's too mature and intellectually so beyond. She's beyond this game. She's beyond this show. Yeah. She's just in another. She's so sure of herself. She knows what she wants. She's not afraid to stick by her morals. Like she's not giving. Like she is who she is, and that's
she
what
be real persistent too. Like, hey, this is what I'm saying. Even when the new guys came in there, she was just like, I think Zach K was like trying to ease in, like, can we get a kiss? And she was just like, no. She's like, real respect to my, couple that I'm with,
right,
which was nice. But Amaya said, baby, I'm single. Give me them lips.
No, why the narrator had me weak. He's like, and Amaya's so desperate. She has on fishnets. She's trying to catch her a man.
Messy. I really want to see who that person look like in real life, because he is messy boots.
Oh, I looked him up. Ian. First of all, why did he spell his name like his name is IAIN?
That's okay.
Ugly.
Taylor need to go. Austin need to go first. This is how I need the guys to go. Austin, TJ, and Taylor. I don't care what you do, but you know what? Taylor, I need him to stick around for a little bit, because I kind of want to see what he do with Clark, because I like Clark so far, anyways. So I kind of want to see that. But I mean, you have anything else besides what happened at the end of the episode?
I was gonna say, like, the whole going back before then, when you mentioned how people were saying that they feel like A stole Coco or whatever. No, like, we watched in that conversation, which was funny. She was like, yeah, I'm from LA, I can show you around the city. He's like, oh, you gonna show me around my city? She was like, I don't even know if it's your city for real.
Quick with it. I love it.
I loved it. And we could see that there's visible chemistry between the two of them. And so I wasn't worried, because going into it, and you will talk about it, I was like, even if she leave him, she's just gonna go to him, and she gonna leave Nick, because they ain't got nothing. They didn't talk once half the time. So I knew. And then you got Nick in a couple with Clark, right? But his eyes is on JC Lynn. That's
is that her name?
No.
I was just about to say, I don't know that girl name, but is it JC Lynn? Because
it's Jada.
Girl,
you got it written down.
I'll have to listen. I have to go back and look at my notes.
I don't know what the girl name is.
Who was she paired with? Austin, right?
Yes. It started with a J.
Jaden.
Jaden.
Yeah.
Jaden. Okay, yeah. So he got his eyes put on Jaden. And he's doing his best. And they got a little connection. He's a nurse. She got a little diabetes. So he's seeing her little thing on her. He's seeing why you laughing?
The way you said little diabetes.
She knew.
He said, I see that little Dexicon. I said, oh, you nurse for real. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, sis.
Get your insulin, babe. Get your stuff together. And so he was doing his best to win her over. And it was low-key pissing me off, because it's like, dang, bro, you ain't even exploring the connection you got. You over trying to steal somebody else's, as if you ain't got Sierra at home. And I was just like, this Nick, he's the real villain. Y'all be trying to make Ace to be the villain. It's really him. Ace is a villain, low-key, but Nick is the villain.
He's definitely a villain.
He's the villain.
Nick is a shady villain. He's an undercover villain, where he's kind of like he's the
American
cool villain.
Yeah.
Because some people don't like him. I like Nick.
I like Nick.
Now, do I think he should be in a relationship? No. No. Do I want him to leave my girl Sierra alone? I do. And she basically copied and pasted, well, dude she with. So go ahead and hop on the other Nick. But I think Sierra damn near in love. But we'll see. Would, you really never know.
Even though she was having good conversation with Elon, he need a new name too, because I almost keep calling him Elon. And we don't speak that man.
Not Muskie.
Right. Even though he is Israel, that's what they be saying. He is Zionist.
That's what the street said.
First, can we talk? The people, they keep choosing these people that got issues.
They're not doing
Chris
the research.
Is a Tory Lane stand talking about free Tory. Wrong.
I don't like him now either. Especially since Meg was just here like yesterday.
How disrespectful. Literally. And then on top of that, you got JD. He ain't did nothing outlandish, but he on TikTok talking about if you want to be skinny or something about being skinny and
skinny fat.
Skinny fat. Yes.
I was like, what?
What does that even mean, bro?
There are like 8,000 videos about it too, which is weird. I don't know what that's about. Oh, Chris, you know what I forgot? Chris did a little ranking on TikTok and he put Beyonce at the bottom. I don't even know who else on the list, but you're wrong. So he can get booty for that alone. I'm not in the Byyyeee, but I am a cousin to the Byyyeee because I ain't that crazy. But I am the Byyyee's cousin, and you don't mess with my family. Okay? So for that, Chris, you can be eliminated tomorrow. Actually.
And then, and I forgot about, that's another thing I want to mention. The fact that, first of all, you got 7 billion people in the world, right? Why do we got 2 people with the same name? Zach with a K, Zach with a C? That is so stupid.
Was it that? Were y'all that pressed? Like, we got to have this Zach. But we got to have this one. Like.
Couldn't have.
Oh, my God.
Couldn't have.
Honestly, a lot of them being tall makes up for at least 40% of their attractiveness. Because I had looked at Chris and I don't even know if it was the Beyonce thing. Because I ain't gonna even lie. I looked at him after the Beyonce thing and I said, you really not that cute. You just tall.
Wait, I gotta hold on. While I was just talking to my cousin,
being real.
Hold on. Keep going, because I'm about to pull up our voice memo real quick.
I was all like, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling him.
Can you hear this?
Ace and Shelly.
Hold on.
Kylie, that's what else, girl. I can't believe I just missed that in the other message. Chris, like, I'm so glad you said that. Like, girl, he is not cute. That just pissed me off
because he's not that cute. He just tall. I don't care if it's a stereotype, tall men, that does count in their attractiveness. It do. Don't let nobody lie to you. But I just cannot wait to see Ace's face when he stand next to Nick.
He gonna be up like this.
Especially since they had that picture of his feet dangling. Oh boy, that took me out. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm not gonna even lie.
It cracked me up because I know that would be me too. Like my feet probably won't touch the ground either. How tall is Ace?
I don't know. I remember somebody saying he was like 5'10" or something, but somebody said that's a lie because he don't look 5'10" to me.
And then somebody edited him looking like the leprechaun next to the other one. He was like, rank him down.
Yeah.
But I don't know with these new connections. Before we get to the end, or did you want to save like talking about these connections at the end after the episode? What you want to do?
Oh, I was doing talking about the connections.
Oh, it's just weird. Like I'm just looking at them talk and mingle on both sides. I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna stick and what's not when it comes to some of these people.
Okay. We'll do it based off the OG girls, okay? Or who's left. Shelly. Who do we think Shelly's gonna pick out of Ace
and Chris? She got this strong connection with Chris, apparently. So I don't really know. Just like he got this really good connection with Coco, and they live in the same city, which could also be the factor. And Coco's beautiful.
Okay, when it comes to Coco, go ahead if you're still talking.
Oh, I was just saying. So I don't know. I think Ace would choose Shelly. I think she might choose Ace too, honestly.
Honestly, I think Shelly would want to initially choose Ace, but I feel like they're going to be messy because, of course, they could probably get an idea of who they're going to pick. And I think they're going to let Ace go first, and I think Ace is going to pick Coco.
Oh.
That's what I think.
You think he going to pick Coco?
I think so. I could be wrong. But I don't know. That's just, I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
You know? Men do always like when something new fly by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait, not Mary talking about he 4'8". Mary, get out of here.
I saw that. She's ridiculous. Mary is hilarious. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and skip to that before we get to her.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I forgot. So at the end of the episode, of course, we know Nick and Alondria both went home in their separate places. The villa, Nick went home. Casa Moore, Alondria went home. They crying, bawling. Baby, when Shelly ran to Alondria, Huda was on her knees. Oh, Lord. Like, I would have thought Alondria went to glory. I said, Lord Jesus, she done went to the upper room.
Somebody said Shelly trying to figure out how to fit in Alondria's suitcase.
Now, for real, she did. She real life got into it. I'm like, girl, what you doing? But it was so funny to me because I think Alondria was overstimulated because she was just like, all right,
y'all don't see me crying. What you crying for?
I know she was like, all right, y'all, cool, like, relax. But of course, at the very end of the episode, which I'm glad because I normally turn it off. I'd be like, bet that's enough.
Because I was done.
I actually stuck around, and we did see a car pull up to the villa. Right, Nick was getting ready to leave. Alondria opened up that door. She said, "Nick, hurry up, get in." He was just like, "What?" But we roll back to the beginning of the episode, and Adriana did say that everyone is coming back to the villa.
Yeah, and they didn't say dumped from the island when they said they'd be vulnerable and sent. They didn't say they were gonna be dumped.
And she didn't say sent home either.
Right.
She said somebody leaving Casa Moore. She did say that. Somebody might be leaving it, you know what I'm saying? So she did say everyone's coming back.
And that love me not sign that people typically standing for that not disappeared. The light when the light stopped working. So I'm interested to see what they do with it. But all I know is they knew that their stock was gonna go down. If they sent home Alondria and Nick in the same night, the Love Island stock was
those are too high up there.
Because I was leaving too. I just need y'all to know. When Alondria leaves, Eric leaves as well. So
okay, so now that we're here, let's go with Taylor. Now that Alondria is gone, but we expect she's gonna be put back in the villa. Let's just go ahead and put that in our minds. They're going back to the villa. Like does Taylor pick Alondria or Clark? Who do you think? We know Alondria's picking Taylor for sure.
Yeah, but he's picking Clark. I think
so. I think he should.
If he goes with his heart, he's picking Clark. But if he's thinking show-wise and trying to be strategic to win, he's gonna pick Alondria. Because he know, like,
I don't think he thinks that fast. I mean, that's smart.
Well, he gotta consult with Ace first, of course.
Well, let me not say I don't think he's gonna think smart. Smart is the wrong word. I don't think he's. I'm gonna be real. I don't think he's the villain. Like, kind of fast forward a little bit. Jeremiah did have an interview and they told him that some people on the internet are calling Nick, Taylor, and Ace the mean girls. And Jeremiah's like, yeah, they are kind of like little mean girls. But they did mention to Taylor, he's like, I think Taylor does have his own opinions, but he kind of gets reassurance from Ace and it goes off from that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think Taylor's going to pick Clark, and I think Taylor should.
He should.
Alondria, girl, I don't know if they're gonna bring in another baddie for you or not, but sis either needs to be single or go home. That's it. She got to be single or go home. I think she should just go on and cut it for Taylor. Yeah, they are a little mixed, kinda.
Maybe they'll do the thing like movie night. Maybe they'll let them be in like this secret villa and they can watch what's going on while kind of like. So they can see, and then they put them back in there, and they can make some choices based off that. I don't know. Because I don't want her to go home. If she go home, it needs to be because she choose to leave, not because she get voted out because she's single. Because it's like Alondria, who she is, if she in that villa and she's single, is crazy work to me.
I agree. Crazy
work. So
and then Iris, Chad, who is Iris talking to?
I don't even know. Oh, Zach with a C,
she
right?
Baby, they got damn near no camera time. Yeah, they gonna pair off because they barely in the edit. Who else?
Sierra and Elaine.
See, if Sierra gets the choice, I think it's gonna be
Nick. She can't get the man out of her head, which I understand.
And because Nick got dumped, he's for sure picking Sierra. Like, I think if he had a connection, who knows? But I mean, his ego, I'm sure, got knocked down a couple of notches.
Which it should. Maybe that'll put it in perspective. Him like, you think if the grass is greener,
exactly,
and you almost got sent home thinking that.
And then Drina and Brian, they for sure gonna pick each other.
Baby, they was folded up under each other night one, cuddled up. Everybody else is sitting, split ways when they had to sleep together. They was
wrapped up like they've been together for a minute. And then last up, Amaya and Zach. I think they're gonna pick each other.
And you know what? I'm happy for Amaya because that poor baby couldn't catch a break. She finally got a break.
I think she caught a break, but do I see a connection between them? I don't.
He low-key wanted. He really wanted Olandria. I don't care. He know he wanted Olandria, but because she wouldn't kiss him, that's like,
He wanted Shelly.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He wanted, but in the context of the.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he sure asked for that kiss.
He did
because he asked for that kiss for Olandria, but Amaya asked for that kiss from him.
And
so I asked for no kiss. You do the work, baby. But that's just me. Call me Huda. Baby, I don't do the work. The work do me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I just like.
Bye. And speaking of Huda, her connection with JD, he's barely been in the edit.
Girl, what JD look like? I forgot.
He looked like a great value Chris. Or like a kid version.
The way I don't even remember his face. I'm literally about to look him up because who?
I forgot
what's his name?
JD. Just put JD Love Island. It should pop up.
Oh, I was looking on the app. They ain't even got it on there.
JD Love Island. His relationship with Huda, it's interesting. I'm glad to see. He said he don't care about her being a mama. He already know about that. He think that it's fine. He's dated a single mother.
Oh.
Why you say it like that?
Wait, what Chris look like? Because this whole conversation I've been talking about, how he just tall. I was talking about Chris.
I am weak.
Wait, who is this? Oh, that's JD, right? Can y'all see?
No, we can't see. The phone is too light.
Okay, let me.
He got blue shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's JD. Chris got on orange one, I don't know. But that's hilarious.
I'm cracking up that I type in JD Love Island and Jeremiah pop up. That's so messy.
And look what Mary just said. He looked like Jeremiah.
Hold on, I really have to show y'all. I literally typed in. Hold on, share screen.
Oh man, this is funny.
That's so messy. JD Love Island. Why does Jeremiah at the top? Why would he?
I am cracking up.
That is so messy. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's him.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, who the
That's Brian.
Which one? Oh,
Chris
okay.
Green short.
Okay, I don't know. Chris and JD damn near look the same. This is a definition of different fonts.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah.
So him and Huda, I mean, I'm happy for Huda, girl. Go be happy, please. Be happy. That's all I go be great.
Just don't crash out, fam.
And honestly, I don't really care. We kind of already talked about the dudes in the villa. I mean, Austin and Jaden, I don't care. They got a connection, I guess. I don't care. That Vanna and TJ got a connection. Of course, blah. Don't care.
Yeah, Vanna.
Vanna
drive a Porsche, so whatever happened with her, she gonna be all right.
Oh my god, they've been talking about that baby's fillers and everything else.
She needs to stop. 21.
She didn't even need them. I looked at some other pictures. She was actually cute.
Listen, I went back, y'all. I went down that woman TikTok and I went all the way back to her first video. That girl been getting fillers since she was at least 17. At least 17.
They pulled up her yearbook pictures.
She had them in the yearbook.
Her friends or people that know her posted her yearbook pictures.
And they said she been getting these fillers?
Well, they showed the difference between what she looked like at the beginning and versus.
I need to see what she looked like before. Yeah. But yeah, she did way too much. Even if she did a little pump in her lip, it would have been fine. But she did way too much. She got way too much work done. But hey, do what you want to do. It's your body, your choice. I support it. But just know if it don't look good, people gonna tell you about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, that pretty much wraps our little recap, unless you got something else to say.
That's all the episodes.
Justice for my girl Andrea.
Justice for Andrea.
That's
all I got to say.
I ended off it.
But I'm interested to see what this little twist is gonna be. That's what I will say. They knew the
Well, I guess the twist is Nick and them coming back.
We don't know in what capacity. Like, we don't know what it's gonna look like.
That's true.
They knew to give us something, because had they left it off with that, we would have just been like,
they might have lost a couple people, honestly.
Yeah, because some people don't always look to the end of the episode, too.
Yep.
Like Trees is one of them.
And the only reason they got flipped because I didn't have a remote in my hand. I was doing stuff. I said, "Oh, wait a minute, what's that?" Literally the only reason. So we shall see. But we have another episode coming tomorrow, so we'll figure out what this little twist is. You know the drill. We'll be back next Wednesday to cover the last following week.
The next batch. Right. The next batch. But y'all, we appreciate you for kicking it with us and spending time with us in the chat. Make sure while you're watching now to like the video, comment what you liked about the video, anything that was on your mind, and share the video. But also, if you haven't already, subscribe to us at A Who All Gonna Be There podcast and turn on those notifications so you always know when we got an episode coming out. And then we need y'all to go to our social media. Follow us on Twitter at A Who All There, and Instagram if you're on Instagram at the same name at A Who All There. And if you're listening and not watching, you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or everywhere else, make sure you give us a 5-star review and leave us a comment. We would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, we out.
Eli, you heard it. Mary said you need to watch. I've been trying to get him to watch. Him and Josh. They need to be watching this tea. But I ain't gonna lie, I be giving Eli the tea too. I'd be like, let me tell you what's going on. So I feel like he caught up at this point.
Thank you all so much. We hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Bye, guys.